Right then, ladies and gentlemen, and when I say ladies and gentlemen, I pretty much mean Keith and Derek. And Andy, if you're still watching. This is Koudelka. We are back, we're on the final disc, and honestly, from what I can remember, without actually looking up any walkthroughs or out, this is possibly the shortest disc in the history of video games. And I mean shorter than the first disc of Final Fantasy VIII if you just run through it, which takes about an hour. James has decided to remain in the laboratory in order to mix nitroglycerin.
I'm going to begin my work. Can you two wait for me here?
Yes, James, yes we can.
And then,
See,
what happened to the girl Melanie?
She was gone the next morning. She left with practically everything in the room.
You don't have much luck with women, do you?
Well, you know what they say. The cleanest breakup is when a woman runs out on you.
What else is her statement? Oh, but you're lucky. I mean, to have so many people to kid around with. For me, I'm all alone. I've been all alone all my life.
What about your childhood?
Yes, I did have a childhood. I was born in a small town in Wales, right off the banks of the Taliesin River. It was a small gypsy town.
Gypsy?
That's right, gypsy. And we didn't call ourselves gypsy. We called ourselves Rom. See, a true gypsy is born under the blue sky and is destined to die under the same blue sky. It's gypsy law.
So then I guess you plan on dying underneath the blue skies.
See, I like this
Every
bit.
gypsy is given a name at birth. My given name was Slato.
Slato? Mm-hmm. It's got a strange resonance to that name.
Few nice little
What does it
insight
mean?
into the characters.
I can't tell you.
More importantly, Edward and
That too
Koudelka's
must be
relationship.
part of the law.
The law it is.
You know, ever since I met you, enigmatic, mysterious glint in your eyes. Man, it must be the gypsy in you. A glance from thy soul-searching eye
Oh, more
can
Byron.
raise with hope, depress with fear.
Byron again?
Yeah.
You must really like him, don't you?
Yes. Somehow I feel as though we're birds of a feather.
Then he must be self-obsessed as well.
I'd rather be classified as a romantic. My father was a strict man and couldn't forgive his son for failing academically. He blamed my failure on the time I wasted inventing adventures, dreaming of a utopian landscape. I was brought up to believe that dreams, the power of the imagination, as well as all the things I loved as a child, were useless, a complete waste of time. It was as if he was telling me I was useless. And then again, maybe just that. You know, I think I was probably born too late. By the time I was 15, everything there was to be done had already been done. The Western territories were colonized. The jungles had been explored. There was no wilderness for me to wander into. No jungles for me to cut my way through. I guess that's how I ended up roaming the country. Well, granted, I picked a few fights along the way, played with fire, gambled on my life a few times. But none of that comes close to the truth I'm searching for. I yearn for something far greater. I can't quite explain myself, but it's as though I'm on a quest for some intangible treasure of sorts. Koudelka, I envy you. You have psychic powers that few are blessed with. Being born a gypsy, you can choose to live how you wish.
And who gave you the right to act as if you figured me out? Do you have any idea how I was raised? You make me laugh. Adventures. Please, you haven't the slightest clue. Do you have any idea how much pain my psychic powers have brought me? My father died when I was only a child. I predicted the exact time, place, and ending of my father's life. Imagine that, predicting your own father's death. I was cursed as a child, being given powers not meant for a child. And my mother, she was so frightened and so full of hatred for me. She tried to kill me with her very hands. The gypsy elders got together and decided to excommunicate me. I was only 9 then. Do you have any idea how a 9-year-old child survives without the help of a living soul? Treasures! You must be joking!
And this,
Have
ladies
you
and gentlemen,
ever
is
cried
why
and
you
begged
don't
for your next
overindulge in
meal?
alcoholic
Did
beverages,
you ever
because you
sell
go
your
from happy
body
to
seeking
sad
shelter from the
rather
frigid
quickly.
night air? I used to be just like Charlotte. When she cried and said, "No one has ever loved me." Oh, her words cut straight through me. It was me she was talking about. Just like her, I wish that everybody would die and harbored a hatred for
That's a
all
bit strong, love.
mankind. But you see, Charlotte has made her peace and gone to heaven. Me, I'm still alive and still all alone. No one has ever lent a helping hand. No one.
Koudelka, you?
I am not as free as you make me out to be. I am a poor,
All these
dirty,
alcoholic beverages swinging
ignorant
around.
woman who threw her gypsy pride to the dogs in order to live. But you see, even someone like me can do good. Because with my powers, I can help ease the pain of others. That's when I feel good about living. I don't need to be loved. I just want my life to have some meaning. And just want someone to tell me they need me. You. No way will you ever understand.
It's done. It's completed.
Right. Now we have the nitroglycerin. It is very important that we don't move fast or get hit. I'm joking, but if you're ever actually in a place and you're carrying nitroglycerin, don't move fast, don't get hit, and don't drop the vial. Oh, our first battle of Disc 4, ladies and gentlemen. Now we find out how difficult these enemies actually are. Guys, he's equipped with a shotgun, hasn't he? So yeah, I think I might keep James with that shotgun for a little while. Not too tough, not as tough as I was expecting. And again, I think I got pretty solid character building, so before I did start playing this, I did quite a bit on the old stat bases and stuff like that. Just sort of tried to get my head around things again. Seems to work quite well. Got a nice strong character here in Edward. Even James isn't too bad built. I've always found James a very difficult character to build for. It's not like a lot of characters, because he has no sort of set archetype, and it makes him quite difficult to build around. James some shotgun shells. So guys, we are coming up to the end of the game, and it's been quite a good series. I mean, for me anyway. I think I've really enjoyed doing this series. Then again, it is one of my favourite games of the PlayStation era. Even though it came very late in the PlayStation era, it's a fantastic game. I just think it probably deserves an HD remake at some point or another. And now that we have blown up the door, I shall call an end to this episode, and I will see you on the next side.